So after the Samsung M series, the Samsung A50 and A70 do have a good price difference. So let's see that despite some differences, is the A70 camera actually better than the Samsung A50's camera? Both the A50 and the A70 comes with quite a similar camera setups on them. I'm gonna begin with daylight shots first. So comparing this first shot, the two pictures have minimum amount of differences. Zooming in, the A50 shot does look just a tad sharper, but it is not really a difference worth noticing. So both the pictures came out equally good. No differences here. In the ultra-wide shot, the shadows are more darker on the A50 shot, and hence the darker area on the A50 looks brighter on the A70 shot. Wow. If I zoom in, the A70 shot is a bit sharper than the A50 and has more details. If I focus more on the plantation around this picture, the A50 shot looks extremely overprocessed too. So the details on the ultra-wide are better captured on the A70 clearly. This macro shot looks way more sharper on the A70. The saturation on the A70 is a bit more, but I would really recommend the A70 shot here. The front portrait also works the same on both the phones, except the A70 shot is just a little bit sharper. But I feel it's more of a post-process sharpening rather than the camera lens taking a sharper picture. Even the edge detection for the background blur behave the same on both the cameras. The portrait from the rear camera are also almost the same. The A50 processes the picture a little warmer and the A70 is a little cooler. Zooming in, the edge detection looks and behaves the same. But you will notice that the A50 shot has more details on it. This panorama shot on the A70 retains more details, but there are these weird tiny black spots all over the picture. The A50 details are too soft that the plantation area just goes haywire and merges with each other. Here's a video from the standard and ultra-wide rear cameras. The video shot from the standard lens feels more stabilized on the A50 than the A70. And similarly with the ultra-wide video shots, the A50 video does feel a little more stabilized again. However, the A70 video is definitely brighter. The autofocus speed more or less feels the same too. The slow-mo video also feel like they are of the same quality. But let me know if you feel otherwise and think one of them is better than the other. This is how the video quality is from the front camera on the Samsung A50. This is how the video quality is from the front camera of the Samsung A70. The front video quality also looked mostly the same to me. The A70 felt a little sharper, but the stabilization worked exactly the same on both. Now coming on the low light shots, the macro shot on the A50 retains more details and sharpness on the shot. In contrast, the A70 pictures looks too soft, which is quite opposite to what happened in the daylight shot. I was kinda surprised with this result. Maybe even after having a similar lens on the A70 with better processor on it, it isn't performing well due to some camera software issue or something, which might be fixed with the future updates. But currently the A50 clearly performs better in low light in macro shots. The front camera retains more details on the shot on the A70 as clearly the A70 picture is more sharper with more details and least amount of softening on and around the face area. This shot also looks way more sharper on the A70 with tad more saturation, so it kinda equates with how the rear camera performed in daylight. However, oddly, in this picture, the rear camera of the A50 captures more details on the shot. So in low light, the A70 camera is kinda unpredictable at the moment when we compare it to the A50. Not sure if future software updates can fix this. The ultra-wide shot in low light looks better on the A70. So again, it equates to its performance to what it did in the daylight. Here's a video from the front camera in low light. This is how the low light video quality is on the A50 from the front camera. This is how the video quality is from the front camera on the Samsung A70. The A70's video looked better in my opinion. There was clearly more light and details on it. So overall, if you don't want to upgrade just for the processor, you can easily stick to the Samsung A50 and be done with it. But if you want a better processor with marginally better camera, then you can definitely go for the Samsung A70. Of course, other factors like bigger screen, more megapixel on the main rear camera, bigger battery are other factors which adds to the cost. But if camera is the only concern, then you won't be missing much from the A70 if you decide to save some money and get the A50. Hit a like and subscribe if you like my efforts on this video. It helps me a lot. That's all for today. Mewbot out.